Hello everyone, my name is Ishmael and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, as we saw by the titling of today's video, I already said the get out of there, it's not worth it. I once spoke about it, but in a very short video. And now I want to talk more. I want you to understand what's going on here, and I believe it's going to help somebody. This video is very important, okay? If you have been bumped into this situation, I believe there is a chance you might bump into it. If you don't, then fortunate for you, but I want you to be careful and watch out, okay? And before I start with today's video, make sure you have checked out the new book that has been released by Sharon Tamu. The link is on the description of the video below. How to attract, master, right, and get married within a year. You will love the book, okay? Check it out. The link of the book of an ebook is on the description of the video below. And now let's get on with today's video. Get out of there. It's not worth it. And the one thing that I want you to realize is there's this thing. I once kind of spoke about it with this other video, but I want to be more clear. Attachment, delay, wasting your time, like there's a lot that happens. It's not like God is not answering people's prayers. It's not like people sometimes God is not answering them when they want their breakthrough, or people they don't bump into their ordained spouse or into someone who can be suitable for them, but there is too much war. That's why it's one thing that you must understand. Since we're in war, it won't be easy. That's why the moment you understand some of these things, that you have to understand them, you have to outsmart them. You have to use your mind, not necessarily your heart. Remember, the Bible says the heart can be deceitful. So you must be careful of the heart. It's not everything that when you feel like the heart wants what it wants and you go with the heart, it will lead you astray. How many people today are crying because they got their heart broken? And the reason their heart is broken is because you put your heart on the line. You did deliver your heart. So once you put your heart, it's on the line. It means now you were thinking with your heart. But someone who uses their mind, they can never say such a thing. So you must understand what's going on. A lot happens. As a day spouse comes or a right person for you comes, but you are already distracted by someone who is not for you, or someone who's at the end who's going to betray you, is going to cheat on you, is going to leave you, or someone who's already married. It happens a lot. Some they be like, I didn't know that he was married. I didn't know, like somebody who's just there for your money. The moment you get broke a little bit, he leaves you, or she goes to somebody with more money. So it's not worth it. There are places where that's why you must know what you want, and if it's not served, get out of there. And that thing can help you for real. You must know what you want. You must know why you're staying, and sometimes your reasons for staying, they might not be valid. Hence, you must be careful because there is too much deception. And let me tell you something. A place which is not good most of the time, you find that's where you find that you will hang in much longer. But the place where you are treated right, a good place for you, most people, they don't endure. That is where they let go only to regret later, and now when they want it back, they can't have it back. Haven't you realized? I was even watching this program on TV with this lady. She was in this very toxic relationship to an extent where that man even killed her baby. He was so toxic. He was a psychopath. But she stayed there. She was explaining. It's a real story. It's not a thing where they're just acting up and trying to create. But it's someone who comes with their own story, something which they have experienced, and they explain. And those people, they try to make some sort of a short movie out of it. So that man was very toxic, very abusive. He will beat her up, tie her with a rope, like with a knife. Like, that thing was too much. But one thing for sure is like she hang in there for a very long time. And you wonder, why is it like where people are mistreated, that's where they stick longer. But if someone is too good, that's where they're gonna run faster. Please, don't be deceived. It's a deception. The enemy wants you there. Can't you see that there is a demonic forces involved? There is this huge deception. Where you are being mistreated, that's where you stay longer. Someone who doesn't love you is someone who you will try harder to make them love you. But someone who loves you for real, you get to leave them. Especially when it's women to men. I think maybe it's either way in both. I don't know. But then one thing that I know is like with women, if a woman is to have a good man, most of the time hardly does it last. They tend to lose interest. Or that's why I say perhaps even men is the case, because some men, I hear a lot of stories of men cheating. Maybe I can't really relate because I'm not a cheater, but I guess with this man, most women will expect that I was so good, I never cheated on him, blah 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 blah. But so you wonder, why is it like the human nature is like that? Where you are being treated with someone who's so faithful to you, you leave them, only to get now your heart broken. That's where you get a wake-up call. Where the man is beating you up, the man is cheating, she is hanging in there. She's fighting for that love. She's sticking there where it's more toxic. This is very common. Get out of there. It's not worth it. That's why some people at the end of the day, you find they never get married. But when you talk to them on the outside, they will tell you, I want someone who's going to treat me right. I want someone who's good, someone who respects me. I remember even when I was still in the university, when I would, I don't know, when I would talk about something like that to do with a man beating a woman, then these other guys will be like, no, if he beats me, I will dump him straight up. I will just dump him. I won't play with him. And then some, I remember, some was in fact, they were my friends, all of them. Then this other lady also, when she decided to stay with her boyfriend in the room, I remember, I think her friend was there or something. I don't remember how I got to know that story. Did she tell me, or her friends? They were just talking. She was just talking with friends, but they were like, staying with a guy in a room is very dangerous. Like it's never a good idea. Sometimes he might even cheat on you, come bring women then you're same room as you. Then I remember she was like, oh, I'll just tell him that, you know what, get out of here. I'll just chase him out of my room. And let me tell you something, it did happen. And guess who's the person she came crying to? Me. And she was warned, but she couldn't dump the guy. That's one thing that I can tell you. She did not get to dump him. Although in her mind she felt like she's gonna let it go, but she couldn't. You ask. So please, you want the Lord to be with you. You want to have your marital breakthrough, to have a happy marriage. Know that it won't be an easy journey, not because it will be hard, because there will be things which are very difficult. No. We human beings are mostly complicated. Most of the time when things are going well, we tend to want to ruin them. We tend to get bored. We tend to now come up with things, and those things are dangerous. We always like playing dangerous. When somebody is so good to us, we start to create stories. Just like some, they will be like, some they get to a point where if a man, someone, if they are to bump into a very good man, they feel like maybe he's pretending. No, he must be hiding something. When he acts good, some they end up pushing the good men away. That's how some good men are being pushed away. But then someone comes, when they seem to be toxic, that's when now they want to explore more and maybe give it a shot and all. It happens, Just like men, when a woman is too good and all, he gets bored enough to an extent where now he wants to now explore other women. And he ends up cheating to an extent where she finds out, she dumps him. Now he starts acting like a psychopath. I even saw this other drama. It's also a true story. And he ended up killing the woman because he wanted her back, because she found him cheating and she dumped him. But I don't know what happened with that woman he was cheating with, but he ended up wanting that woman he was cheating on back. And by the time she had moved on, to a point where he wanted her so bad to an extent, he ended up killing her. You see how crazy people are? She loved him, he had a chance, and the story is this. He had been asking her out for like 2 years, asking her to be his girlfriend, but she kept on denying him until after about 2 years, that's when she finally gave him a chance. And when now he was relaxed, he got what he wanted, he started cheating. Only to realize he still wants her. So this is how complicated things are. The moment, and now finally, those things, they cause you delay. When you are busy with someone who's not good for you, when you are busy with someone who's not worth it, remember that you might bump into a very nice person who really trusts you. And most of the time, The person who is really not good for you, you will want to commit. You will want to prove to be faithful. And then at the end, they tend to be the ones to cheat on you. And now when you want that good person, they are no longer there. But someone who's good for you, you tend to, now when someone comes to distract you, that is when you let go of the good person and be like, oh, but I feel like I'm more attracted to this one. Oh, this one looks more, I feel like I have a more chemistry. Then you leave the good person, you go for the bad one because you don't know. And then they start showing you their true colors. Now you want to go back, it's too late. But when someone good while you're with a bad person comes, most of the time people, they don't leave. It's like that. I don't know why. So also use your head. Don't only think with your lustful desires, with your flesh. Don't only think with your, with your heart. Also be using your head. Calculate everything. Try to make sense out of everything. Even if your feelings are telling you otherwise, use your head. Think for the future. This person is already cheating right now. Although I want to get married to him or to her, what are the chances that they're going to stop cheating? In marriage, remember, marriage is not child's play. Won't it be worse? Think of those things long term. And then there's someone good, and sometimes you know that this person has a good reputation, that they are a good person. But you just don't feel that chemistry so much at the moment. Sometimes you give it a shot, you start to learn to love, especially women, they learn to love, man, most of them. It's more difficult on men to love a woman, to learn to love a woman. But women, they tend to, most of them, they will tell me that I didn't love him in the beginning, but now I love him. So with women, that's why some women can be with someone just because they want money. They can be with someone for those, they're able to even sleep with a man's friend so that they can have revenge on the guy, or to date for that matter. No, that men can't do it. It's just that men, they can sleep with anybody without, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you that sometimes think for a long time. Unless if you are very more 110% sure that you totally don't feel the person, then you don't have to force it. But when you realize some slight feelings are there, try it. You'll see what's going to happen, okay? And just remember, you're a Christian. You don't have to be selling yourself, your body. You're not supposed to be sleeping with that person, So you have nothing to lose at the end of the day. You can guard your heart and don't love too much. Don't invest so much. And of course, that's all I had for you in today's video. I pray that the Lord blesses you and help you through this all. And at the end, you get what you're really looking for. And check out Sharon's book. The link is in the description of the video below. And be a born-again Christian. If you had backslidden, repent and rededicate your life unto the Lord Jesus Christ. And for testimonies, prayer requests, and spiritual advices, DM me on my Instagram or email me. The details are also on the description of the video below. And as for me, Ishmael, and your priest, I will see you in the next video upload. Take care and stay blessed.